All right, happy Friday. We're live. It's nighttime.
Hi.
It's 7 p.m. in Alexandria, Virginia, and I don't even know what time it is over there, Tyler. Every time I feel like you're on,
It's war. It's
it's
4 o'clock.
4.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're on California time. You're 3 hours
Mountain
behind. But that's the thing. Like Arizona doesn't have daylight savings time, right?
time. No, we don't. But yeah,
So
I don't think. Yeah, we don't have it.
like I think half the year you're 2 hours. You would be 2 hours past or behind East Coast, and then the other half you're like the same
Three.
as West Coast.
Yeah. That's why it gets confusing. I just ask you what time it is, and that makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, you're just like,
Where's this volume at on this?
am I loud right now?
No, you're quiet. I think
Okay.
I just need to turn the volume up on my.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, it's been a minute since we've had a
Oh yeah, so I gotta kind of
chat.
fill you in on what's going on with me.
Yeah, what's up?
So you know that. Do you know when I texted you guys and I said I fell doing Toza Bar?
Uh, yeah, I think so.
There like 2 weeks ago, I was doing Toza.
Yeah.
I was practicing Toza Bar, and I was like really excited because I was able to do single kip Toza Bar.
Yeah.
So because before I would do like kind of like this weird double kip to kind of get my body back, and I learned how to do it single. So I was basically just going through them. And then I went back, talked to some people that watched me do it, and then put a different grip on and went back to go do it. And the third toes to bar that I did, my wrist gave out and I fell from like the 8 foot bar straight to my back.
Oh shit.
And when I did that, like I fell and I pushed my hand over and I
Uh-huh.
broke my knuckle. So I
On
have
your
basically a broken knuckle right now
on your good hand.
on my good hand.
Oh crap.
It was like really scary because I didn't have my sling on. It was just like a random thing. Like we had Toza Bar that day in the WOD. So I was like, ooh, I want to go practice this really quick. I want to try something. So I
Yeah.
didn't have my arm sling on that keeps my arm safe.
Yeah.
Um, so when I fell, I put that arm down to try to catch myself. And midair, I realized if I did that, that arm's going to snap in half.
Yeah.
And so I threw this arm down to stop myself.
Oh, to like break the fall, but you broke. So it's broken, but you're like still, somewhat.
Yeah, so it's the inside it's something in here is broken inside the knuckle.
Okay.
So as long as I'm not pulling, I'm fine.
Jeez. Like pulling like
Like
this, like
rowing
sagittal. Yeah.
or deadlifts or anything. Like I've been doing a lot of because this was like 2 weeks ago. I can
Yeah.
still like it still hurts to bend too. But
Yeah.
so this is like 2 weeks ago. So like the first week I just did legs the entire week, which was brutal. Legs and cardio, and then
Hold on, we got the man of the hour here,
hi
Victor.
Vic.
What up,
Big
guys? How's it going?
big Vic,
What up, peeps?
the man of controversy.
Fuck your controversy.
Dude. Oh man.
Yeah,
So
right out of the fucking gate.
yeah, that
Let's
was
get into it. Let's get into
let's
it.
go.
Yeah,
Go.
all right.
Dude.
First of
So
all,
yeah.
congratulations, both of you.
Thank
you,
you.
You
Samir.
guys
Thank you,
did
Daddy.
great, even though going through the consequences and the things that you were going through, Taylor and Brian. So congratulations, both of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Other than that,
I mean, yeah. I didn't read. I mean, we got some big. I'm just gonna stutter. I didn't expect. I mean, I wanted to kind of like stir the pot, or like, I mean, not stir the pot, but just like be real, right? Like, hey, people have strong opinions about this. I mean, by people, I mean Victor mostly, right? And
I
but it's
always have
also
something to say now.
yeah,
because because this is not supporting either the fucking organization or the athletes that want to be there. Half of the athletes won't be able to make it.
uh-huh.
And I'm not one of them. I'm deciding not to go because it's fucking stupid to waste and spend the amount of money that we are fucking spending by ourselves for the people that is traveling, not the people that is driving, but for the people that is traveling, it's more than 4K, dude.
Yeah.
Easily more than 4K.
And I don't want anything from what I'm about to say. I don't want this for you guys to take this personally, because the same shit happened last year. I had nobody to compete against, and the same shit is gonna happen this year if I go and compete, because I'm way far from that leaderboard that we just did. I'm way over the number of athletes that are there.
Sorry, say that again. You're way over. Like, there's more. Like, you're better than all of them, or wait?
I'm not saying I'm better. I'm just
Okay.
saying I don't have a competition that is going to push me and be worried for me to be like, oh my god, I want to go and defend my title. That shit is not going to happen.
Okay.
And I can tell you that right now.
Skill-wise, you're definitely better. I would say though that fucking Mike Bitten dude is doing really good.
The only reason why he did so good is because I was not getting ready for the games. I am not getting ready for the games. I was not getting ready for semifinals. I was sick when I did semifinals.
Yeah, we were all pretty much all fucked up.
So half of us were all fucked up.
Yeah.
That tells you very much the amount of I don't know, man. Like, I'm not trying to take anything. I'm not trying to take this away from the people that actually want to go and compete, because fuck yeah, that's the first. For some of them, it's the first time. For some of us, it's not. We've been here for fucking more than 10 years. So we've been behind the same stupid thing, the same stupid fact of, oh yeah, we're trying to make the division better. Oh yeah, we're trying to grow the division. How? You're charging $500 almost.
Yeah.
For a registration, where we have no clue what we're getting from it.
Yeah.
Besides a fucking stupid photograph. Who gives a fuck, dude?
How was it
Well,
when it was just when Wheelwalk was just putting it on? Did it feel better? Feel more organized?
The problem is that, you know, you grow too as an athlete, and you start expecting more as the organization is growing. Like, of course, back then there was no money, there was nothing in between. It was just for fun and the love of the sport.
Yeah.
But when you get in contract with a CrossFit Inc., you are expecting something in return, the same way they treated other athletes. So I'm not talking here because, oh my god, my butt is hurt because they're charging so much. Fuck that. The reason why I'm fucking fired up is because it's being the same treatment every single year, even though we have great people coming in the fucking division. It's the same shit every single year. But then when you go and you have the elite athlete and the elite treatment, where they get paid for the fucking toilet paper.
Yeah. Well, I think there was someone in the comments that was like, hey, well, what are the registration fees like for the other divisions, the elites, the age groups, teams, et cetera, et cetera. And I could imagine them easily being around the same price, $500 or something like that.
Oh yeah, but they get everything, dude.
But listen, right, exactly. Like to your point, I think there's more of an, it's not just photos, right? Now, like, I will defend the photos thing a little bit, because I remember I did sign up for it last year, and I remember it being $250 as an add-on. So it was like a 300 or 275 plus 250. So it ended up being around $500.
I didn't go for the photo shoot.
But it's meaningful that it's an option for people, right?
But yeah, and there's also other there's other people around, dude.
There's other people around.
I paid fucking $100 and I got a bunch of pictures.
Yeah. Did you? Okay, I was going to ask you about that. So,
yeah. I have a whole folder that I can send you for $100.
But it was because of, like, it was a photographer that you knew who got a media pass.
No.
Or you? How
He was
did you?
just out there taking pictures.
And he just came up to you and was like, "Hey,
I have pictures from you, like whatever, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, fuck yeah, how much? Yeah, $100. Oh fuck, let's do it."
Yeah.
And I had 150 photos, dude.
Yeah, and you had great photos. Like, they did a great job of covering you. I mean,
so that's the point. Like it's, I don't.
So I think I kind of to circle back just a little bit. So If the registration is the same price for the actual athlete, like I'm not gonna say actual athletes, but the
elite.
non-adaptive athletes, like are they paying $500 just to sign up for a competition to win a fuck ton of money when we're paying $500 to not even make that back if you get third? Is unreal. Like at least lower the cost for us to get in to do the competition.
Why don't you pay 10, 8, 5?
Yeah.
10.
You have the money. 10K, 5K, 8K.
Oh.
10K, 10K, 8K, 5K. 8, 6, 4. Like do something like that is actually meaningful for people like us, dude.
To pay the travel. We don't want a lot of money. I want to travel.
We don't get paid.
Family and kids.
None of us in here. None of us. The top 3. None of us in here. We don't get paid for the shit that we do. Not at all. We don't have endorsements. We don't have brands behind us. I have a bunch of friends. I have a bunch of people that support me. Yes, but that's totally different.
Yeah, and that's something that newer athletes are not going to have access to at all. I mean, or first time, I should say first time. I mean, I don't know. I think I was talking to Julie about some of this stuff the other day, and she was saying how she got her whole thing covered. And this is only her second year. And it's like she got her whole thing covered because of the gym, and she's getting an Airbnb house with like 5 different people, so they're splitting it like 5 ways, right? So like it becomes like more manageable when, like you said, like you have a bunch of people supporting you. But I mean, I don't have anything that Julia is talking about. Like Brother, I don't have a brand behind me.
Or without support, it's gonna be 4K for a lot of people.
Yeah,
even more. Dude, for the people that are coming from France, it's 1,200 euros just paying for the ticket, and it's 12 to 13 hours flying all the way down from there to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought it was wild for Artem to come down for.
Dude, he got removed, dude.
Well, what happened with that?
Yeah, do we know what happened with that? Or
he got removed because apparently. I don't know this.
If you can't say it, then don't say it.
No. I don't know this to be 100% a fact. It happened to happen like that. He said that the organization received the money and whatever, like the money that he was paying for to compete, like the registration and all that shit, not for the games, but for the open and the semis. So he's saying that all that got accepted, but when he sent his documentation, whatever, he said that his documentation never got there, so they never responded back to him.
What documentation was that? I didn't know.
I'm pretty sure it was like his visa and whatever he was, like his immigration documentation and all that. That I really don't know about, because I don't ask more about it, because I know what that feels and I know what that is. So I just listened to what he said.
And we got Lisa here. Victor, from what you're suggesting, just to award first place podiums in adaptive games, we will need to cover up to $32,000, $320,000.
Nobody's asking for $320,000, Lisa.
Where do we get that money?
Asking for something that is actually going to make us in return or give us in return.
We can't speak.
I'm saying whatever he tells me. Like,
I have no idea.
That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking. I'm saying whatever he said.
Yeah. Who knows, right? I guess. Okay, so hold on. Let me make sure I understand what Lisa's saying here. So, in order to pay out what you're suggesting, Victor, there would need to be a prize purse total for adaptive divisions of $320,000. I think is that. I think that's what she said.
I'm sorry, I was reading something else. What?
Yeah. So, if we want to give the first place 10K, that's $320,000 across the 32 divisions. So, 15 divisions for men, 15 divisions for girls.
Yeah.
So she's just saying there's like that kind of money does not exist. I think
it exists. That's the thing. Like that's the thing. But like when you decided to unite yourself with a company like that, you're also expecting something in return.
Hold on, another one. So where does the money come from? Yeah, I mean, so Victor,
it obviously comes from athletes and registrations and all that shit. Obviously,
Yeah, some of it, right? I guess, yeah. Well, you could charge. What Victor, you're saying you could charge $475 just the price if it's got to balance out with the price, right?
Of course.
I think, but I think there's, yeah. Now, I mean,
You're
Victor,
not getting anything in return. The same as last year. You paid a bunch of money to go, and you got $2,000.
yeah. Did you? I wonder if there's taxes on that too.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Okay. It does not. So then where does the $500,000 come from that takes to run the games? Yeah, because I think that the $320,000 is literally just for the prize purse, not operations or anything like that.
But that
Yeah.
still goes down into the trickle effect, which you're putting your names on the games. The major athletes are making. How much are the major athletes making on first, second, and third? Like
Last year,
we're not trying to make any of that. We're just trying to make enough to be able to cover expenses.
Nobody's
Someone like
asking
me
for
who has a
$1,000.
wife and
Nobody's
kids,
asking for enough.
and I have
Exactly.
a full-time job, and then I go after my full-time job, I work out for 2.5 hours every single day. I grind every single day, and then I get there. Like last year, I get there and pay $400 for a competition and bring back $500. I spent $3,500 to get there. I'm not blaming anyone for that, but me personally, I can't afford that. So it's going to be now come down to I'm going to just do the semifinals every year and see if I'm relative in this sport still, and that's good enough for me. Because that's way cheaper, and I still know that I'm still one of the best in the world.
100%. You going or not going is not going to define how good are you and how good are you in the sport.
Yeah.
At all.
Like last year, though, but for the people who need it, 100%. And I hope this doesn't turn anyone down on competing and not competing.
This is not about
the way I feel, and the reason I feel this way is because I got what I needed last year. Wheel Wad helped me so much last year with competing and doing CrossFit. Last year was my first year ever competing, ever doing CrossFit, and still got ranked what I needed personally to be happy with myself, and it helped me so fucking much. It really fucking did. And I thank them for it, and I thank them for keep pushing all this shit. But I got what I needed that year, and then this year I could care less to compete. But that's just me.
Yeah, no, you're not the only one, dude. Like, and you've been here for a year. I've been here for so long. Yeah, expecting a lot of things from both sides to grow the sport and make this even better.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I totally understand that opinion.
I'm not saying at all that it's been degrading. That it's been growing a lot. It's been a lot different. I remember the Wheel Wad Games being in the gym.
Yeah. So this is true. Like there's sponsorships and nonprofits and things like that. I looked into this, right? And for me personally, this is something that I've been coming up against recently. And I was like literally just noodling ideas about like getting money. Because to me, it's not about to me, I have this idea of like sustainability. Like what's something that's sustainable for me to do? And by that I mean like if I fast forward this 2, 3, 5 years, like is future Brian going to be grateful for the time and effort and money that's I'm kind of pouring into this, right? And that might and if it's like if all told it's worth $2,000 to $4,000 of my going in the hole, okay, so be it. That's one kind of consideration. But I think there is another way of like mitigating some of the risk there, which is like being creative about money, finding nonprofits or whatever sponsors. But again, like I don't think that hasn't happened to me specifically. Like I haven't like searched out a bunch of opportunities for that. My efforts have been like focused elsewhere in like my day-to-day job and training and just my relationship with my ex-girlfriend, which that didn't go that well.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, dude.
But but I think and then what I was going to say, I was just trying to bring this back to the nonprofits question here, because the what's it called, Challenged Athletes Foundation is like one of the biggest famous ones. And I like researched their grant, and it looks, I mean, it's perfect. Like it would totally fit the, you know, the demographic for what we're trying to do. But their application closed in January, right? So I mean, I just don't know. I just don't know of many opportunities like this. You know, I was gonna try to do like a shirt sale or something like that, but you know, and oh, sorry, I had one more thought about this, right? And then I'll shut up for a sec. But basically, last year I was able to kind of make this sustainable for me because I reached out to my gym community at the local affiliate, and I was like, hey, I put a GoFundMe up, right? Help me get to the CrossFit Games from first competition ever. And a lot of people were like super generous, and like I got almost like $1,800 or something like that, right? Which covers a big chunk of what it cost, right?
Yeah,
And
but
makes
you
it,
also need a prize purse or a prize money that is going to cover that for you, because you're
yeah,
spending a lot
sure.
of money just to get there.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't debate that point. Like, but at least for me, this is my first time. I don't know if I'm going to be on the podium, right? I was kind of like coming in like fifth, sixth, and I finished fifth, right? So I would have been out of the money. But what was I going to say? Point is, I was thinking about this. Do I want to run another GoFundMe? Like this is another option. This could be, and I personally feel a little bit like if I'm not contributing something besides me just going to the games and this being a nice experience for Brian, then I don't really want to be asking for money for it, right? If you're going to give me money, I'm going to give you at least something, like a t-shirt or something. You know what I mean? Like
I see what you're saying 100%.
There's an exchange of services. This is not charity. I'm not like, oh, poor Brian with his little disability. Oh, you know, let's all feel sorry for him and give him pity money. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want pity money. I don't want my gym's pity money. And I appreciate the effort and I appreciate people who did. This doesn't in any means diminish the gift of what people have helped me with. Like, we all need help. Like, there's nothing wrong with asking for help at all, in my opinion, right? But I think for the longevity thing, for this to be something sustainable, this something that's like respected, and people look and be like, hey, yeah, these people actually contribute to the CrossFit community, they contribute to the sport, whatever, et cetera, et cetera. It can't just be a charity case all the time, right? It can't be a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
So anyways, Victor, I have mad love for you. You're great for the sport, and hear what you're saying. If you have suggestions, I'm all ears. Yeah, thanks, Lisa. I mean, I appreciate you being here too, Lisa.
Honestly, I was about to say that's super, super cool that you're here commenting on it. Literally turning out perfectly. This is so sick. So this is all the stuff that we've been kind of had on our minds too, and you're definitely answering a lot of the questions that we have. So
yeah.
Can you pull the message back up so I can read it?
Oh, which one? Sorry, this one.
The last one.
We don't debate the fact that there needs to be more, be a prize purse, but where does money come from? The negative way you handle how you feel puts brands in flight mode. They don't want
more than a negative way. It's a frustration way that it's been so fucking long trying to pursue this.
Yeah.
It's tired. Athletes are tired. So some of us are not going to show up because we're tired of the same.
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, I think part of what I think Lisa's.
And I am not fighting with her. I totally agree with some of the things that she's saying. I love her. There's a bunch of things that she has done for this fucking organization that nobody else has done. So,
yeah, I mean, this is, So this is an interesting dimension of it too. Like what can we do to help attract the brands? I mean, you know, Victor, you have like probably the biggest platform of all of us. And I mean, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Well,
sorry, half-baked thought.
It's one. Listen. That's what we're here. That's why it's a podcast. That's why it's a podcast, and that's why all three of us have different ways of thinking, and that's why all three of us have different perspective and feelings about the things that are going to happen in the future and things that are happening now. For me, it's a no. I'm 100% decided that I'm not going. I'm not wasting any money. I'm not wasting time of my life. I'm about to move again in front of the beach, and I'm moving tomorrow. So there's a lot of things that are happening in my life. I have to go back. I have to get my visa. I have to do a lot of things right now. No, I'm just moving to Jupiter because I'm in Palm Beach Gardens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, I think that's important to say too, Victor. Like, I think a lot of what's going on, at least my perspective of it for you, of you, is that, like you're saying, you have a ton of personal stuff going on right now. Like, to be training, to be like worrying about, hey, how am I going to cover the cost with like
I don't.
sponsorships?
This
Or,
it's not even a. It's not even a thought of me worrying about it anymore. It's me being frustrated and mad about how I feel like they just taking advantage for $500 when you are wasting so much just to get there and you're not getting anything in return more than a good time, a good petition, seeing friends again, a few cool pictures, whatever this is. Like after the games are done, there's nothing else happening after. At least not for this division, because I've been here for a long time and it's always been the same. Once it's done, it's done. And then you have again people like me, because I've been trying to get people to get behind me, to get brands, whatever. I need this. No, I don't want anything for free. Let's work together. I don't want your shit for free. But that's the thing with adaptive athletes. We don't get the same respect. Even though we do crazy fucking amazing shit,
We do pretty fucking crazy shit.
we do not get the same respect.
It's still, to me, it's still funny that I'm doing a WOD in my gym and I'm doing the exact same weight as every single person in that gym with one arm, and they all know it and they all love it. And I'm fucking
and for you, it's so
it.
fucking natural, dude. It's just your thing now.
Yeah.
Right? That's the thing. For you and for us has become now like the thing that fires people up.
Yeah.
The adaptive games fire the entire world up. We do more shit, more cool shit, and harder shit than the adaptive, or I'm sorry, the elite division. And we do not get that attention. We do not get the same approach.
I will say I think I enjoyed watching it a little bit more than competing, because I didn't like competing because I hate pushing my body so hard. Like being on the stands afterwards and watching everyone go and me just fucking screaming, go! Like I was just so excited. So I definitely
you get fired up, dude. You get fired up.
Volunteer.
There's not a chance that you don't get fired up about it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Fucking, it's beautiful.
So, okay, Victor, I hear you. I also have some like I have a thought here, which is,
bro, go ahead, man.
Yeah. So one of the, like a good mentor of mine, so I worked I did marketing at a small Catholic boys' school in Chicago.
Yeah.
And the school when I got there was like not doing well. Like the momentum was going downhill. Like the culture was poor. Like we had bad teachers. We didn't have good, facilities. There's all kinds of issues, right? And I remember my boss, who's the headmaster, who's like a good friend of mine. I actually talked to him today. He's kind of a mentor of mine. I remember him mentioning back in the day that there was like a big effort to change like the culture of what was going on. And I was like, what I was working on and kind of the brand rehabilitation of the school was like a part of that effort, right? And what he said was that basically in his experience with like organizations, it takes about like 3 to 5 years for there to be kind of a lasting, meaningful change in something. Now, I know that you've been like a part of WheelWOD or the WheelWOD games, and it's been, whatever. I don't know how many years have you been WheelWOD competitions? Like
since 2016, dude.
Like early, yeah.
2017.
So I suspect in my feeling of it, and right, this is year 2 of CrossFit kind of officially taking the adaptive games, as a thing on its own, standalone. WheelWOD kind of being the operation people behind the scenes. At year 2, right? I think there's going to be issues. I think the fact that we kind of raise this as a real problem, right? I think it's real. I think it's a real issue to like raise a price so dramatically without like a corresponding, benefit, like in terms of like, hey, this includes photography, by the way, right? Even if it's photography, to be honest, right? Because I looked at my cost from last year, it was $250 for the photography package. It was like $300 for the thing. So I'm basically the same thing. Now I'm just being quote forced to get the photography package, right? Instead of it being a $250 discount. So anyways, long story short, I could see myself getting where you're at with this, right? But I do think 3 to 5 years, like there's just a certain amount of time and like water that needs to come under the bridge before it's like, hey, this is for me personally.
And
right?
that's beautiful, dude. I hope the next generation and the next years to come, that shit grows so much that they're gonna pay so much for people. Unfortunately, some of us, there's, we are tired. We're not gonna do the same thing anymore.
Well, yeah, I understand.
And that is a fact for some of us.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, like, we're friends. Like, I could see you.
We are friends, and I love you guys, but I am tired of the same, dude.
Yeah, but Victor, I could see you coming to the games just to like hang out with us or something. You know what I mean?
I really don't think so. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna work because I'm gonna get more out of it.
Maybe not this year, but hey,
let's say gonna show up to a competition and not compete.
No,
that's gonna eat him up alive.
Sea Dog, he was mad at Sea Dog.
I could, yeah, you can see it on his face.
No. All right, that was a standard problem that me and Brian were talking about.
But that's also okay. So this is where I want to read that, but hold on.
Okay. We'll get.
So this is kind of where I'm also at too. Is I've really wanted to compete at Sea Dogs, and both years I dropped the fucking ball so badly on it.
I'm doing it next year. I am doing it next year.
I would rather save my money this year and do Sea Dogs just because I haven't had that opportunity yet.
Yeah,
like, I want to do it so bad. I can't believe I dropped the ball twice.
So fun. It's so fun. I had so much fun, man. I had so much fun judging Brian all the way. Like,
yeah, that was hilarious. So wait, hold on. I want to dig into this because this is an interesting. What you do at Sea Dog Showdown, Victor, sets the stage for what able-bodied athletes and sponsors need to see. We need to grow that. So I'm curious a little bit about what we mean here, because this does involve Victor not being on the competition floor, because Victor was just kind of like part of. I mean, I think maybe what this is alluding to is like the fact that, like, Victor, you were like giving the standards to all the
briefings,
the briefings to all the, in other words, you were kind of helping to manage, organize, lead, and this was just a ordinary competition for elite athletes, RX athletes, whatever, all kinds of people, and you're just there mixing it up with everyone, right? And giving standards and direction to kind of everyone, right? And this comes from you being a coach of just a regular CrossFit gym, which is super cool. And people, I think there's something to that. Like, able-bodied athletes need to see that, sponsors need to see that we're not just kind of like, hey, the adaptive people off in the corner doing their own thing. And actually, to that point, I actually wanted to wear my Northern California Classic shirt today. So you can't really see.
That's a good one, dude. Did you move already?
No.
You're moving?
No, yeah, I'm moving to California. But this was I was in California.
You coming back to the West Side, dog? Let's go.
Yeah, dude. Enough this East Coast stuff. No, I was back in California because I volunteered at the NorCal Classic.
Nice, dude.
I was like doing operations and stuff. So I don't know if you guys have seen on any of the kind of stuff about what happened. But it was pretty chaotic. It was crazy. I mean, it was awesome, but it was super cool. Just kind of like hanging out with like all the other, all these elite athletes and people from kind of media personalities and stuff like that. I feel a little bit frustrated because I didn't like get to like talk to anyone as like, hey, an adaptive athlete. I was just kind of like in the corner in the background doing just ordinary volunteer stuff. But anyways, yeah. But yes, I'm moving back to California.
Hell yeah, dude.
When able-bodied athletes, I think this is an answer. Able-bodied athletes compete on the same stage as adaptive athletes. Magic happens, and able-bodied sponsors see what we're capable of. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that's one of the cool things about Sea Dog is it's regular kind of local comp-ish.
Yeah.
But but we have the same. We have the other divisions too.
It was fun. I actually had a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah. And just again going back to NorCal too, there's 1,100 athletes or something like that. There's like tons of athletes. There's like community divisions, and that's how they make it run because there's so many, people paying the registration fees, right? Like $100 or whatever it is. Anyways, yeah, I think it's like a lot of people, same team, same side, but Sea Dog is a great comp, local, beautiful location. We have Victor. How long has Sea Dog been going? Because it's relatively new, right?
Competition, I think it's 4 years,
Okay,
if I'm not mistaken.
yeah. So it's not. It's not.
Because the gym is going to be 5 years. It's gonna it's gonna be the 5-year anniversary next month.
Okay.
Wait, no, next weekend. Yeah,
4 years. Lisa says.
yeah. So 4
The
years.
gym. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
the gym is 5 years. The Sea Dog Summer Showdown is 4 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Which is like not that. I don't know. That's not that long. There's still like if it grows and becomes a bigger thing every year. I don't know.
Can we pull up who has signed into the finals?
Oh yeah. Do we? Is that shown on Competition Corner?
I think if you go to the
Yeah.
leaderboard,
Yeah.
if you go to the leaderboard, you will see it.
Okay. Yeah. So this is cool. This would be cool. Wait, your invitations. It's only giving me the options to decline or accept.
If you went to Competition Corner, typed in wheel wide finals,
Let me.
and then click on it, and then go to leaderboard, and it'll tell you it'll show who signed in.
Okay, there we go. Adaptive leaderboard. Boom.
Is it still Mike, Dominic, and Steven?
Who? Share.
Let's see.
Yeah.
We got Dominic Orlowski,
Orlovsky,
Mike Beaton,
Mike, and Steven.
and then Steven.
Good.
Let's see. On the girls, we got Emily.
Dude, I'm so sad that Moises didn't make it to the finals.
Who?
Yeah.
Moises?
Moises.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Dude, he puts in so much work.
he can make it, dude. Like, 'cause
He's
I'm
so
not
good.
going. I'm pretty sure there's a few more that are not going.
Yeah.
So he can take that spot.
I wish
What-
he knew how to be stronger because his cardio and everything else is so good. I love watching his videos.
Give him time,
Just-
dude.
Just be stronger.
Dude,
Moises, if
just
you're
be
listening.
stronger because everything else you got nailed.
Give him time, dude.
Dude, I'm pretty sure he's older than.
Just
I think-
eat a shit ton of food and lift weights for like 3 months. It'd be good.
Homeboy does need to get a little thicker. He's kind of twiggy.
Yeah.
He's cardio. He's a good runner. He runs
Yeah,
all the
He
time.
looks like a kid.
Mike, if you're, let's see. No, yeah. Do we have any other faces here that we know of? 2 points.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like
I mean, you have what? You have 2-3 more weeks, I think, to register for it. So
yeah. My plan is to go with it. Especially because I'm going to be in.
You're gonna be close.
I'm gonna be close.
You're gonna be close, so you can also drive, dude.
Yeah. It's it'd
And
be a
that's,
5.
that's what for me. That's the only thing that's selling me in it right now. Is I'm 3 hours away.
Then what are you guys waiting for?
Because I don't know if I want to compete. This shit's hard, dude. I like my day to day going to work, going to the gym, and coming home and hanging out with my family. I don't want to fucking spend a weekend killing myself. That's
Of course, yeah. I
I'm
feel
such
you
a lazy person. I
100%.
hate it.
100%.
And there's going to be more events too this year. I think I remember hearing
That
Kevin
sounds.
say that.
Now I'm sold. Not going. Thanks.
Yeah, and he. So last year, my impression too was that there was a lot of like time domain stuff that was like between like 2 and 5 minutes. So they're pretty quick workouts. There's only one that was like that 20-minute type thing. So
Dude, I gotta
yeah,
go.
you got to go.
Yeah, I gotta go.
What are you up to? Any fun weekend plans?
I'm moving, dude. I gotta finish packing and all that bullshit.
Oh yeah.
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 So I gotta go. I've been here for 40 minutes. I said I was gonna be here for 20.
Oh. All right, Victor.
I love you guys. I
love
would
you too,
love
man.
to spend more time talking about this, but you know what? I have other things to do.
That's
I
fine. Yeah.
love you guys. I hope you guys do it if you decide to do it. I hope you fucking go and win it and take all of it.
For America.
I hope that shit grows more and it's just better and better and better every year for you guys and the new athletes to come and whatever this is. For me now, this is an over and out, and I'm fucking tired of it.
Hey, you're just retiring. That's all.
Yeah, 100%. I'm done with it.
All right. Hey, it all comes. It comes to everyone. Retiring.
Everything. Hey, everything comes to an end. I'm
Yeah.
fine with it. I've been done for over 5 years now. So, have
All
a
right, Victor.
good one, guys. Enjoy. Have a great night and a great week.
Yeah. Have a good weekend. See you, Victor.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Peace.
So,
Ellen Haynes. Feel. Oh yeah. House of Champions. Have you heard of them, Tyler?
No.
Yeah, I met a Russell Almendinger, I think is his name, at Sea Dog. Super cool guy, seated athlete. I think he actually posted he made a comment on the post here. This thing kind of went crazy.
Maybe I should do the picture package because, dude, you don't ever have any photos of me.
Dude, yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's not that many pictures of you. Yeah, so let's see. We got Wheelwad responding with an essay here, which is cool. And half of my thing is like, look, guys. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm not the only one like this, but transparency, communication, clarity about stuff is like half the battle, right? Like, you could give me the shittiest policy ever. You could tell me like it's gonna $1,000. But if you like kind of soothe me and convince me, oh yeah, don't worry, like this is gonna be like the best thing ever, the badass experience ever. Like, I think there's guys that like me, maybe this is a character flaw of mine or something, that I'm like too like sensitive or easy to like win over or like accommodate what other people say or want or do. But like, you write stuff like this to me and I'm like, oh yeah, like, this makes sense. Yeah, it's totally reasonable. Like, the photo package, yeah, it's included. Great, I understand. Whatever, right? So, anyways, and half of it is like communication, just transparency. Like, for me, anyways. Okay, yeah, sorry. So this is Russell Almendinger. House of Champions Foundation is trying to do the best to cover these costs, but we could use some help. We put together a fundraiser called Adaptive WOD for CrossFit Gyms to raise money for adaptive athletes. All into a page of website. Okay, so so you can have your gym. You can have your gym like register an event or something. One of these guys. And then it becomes a fundraiser. I mean, I don't know, Russell, if you're on watching this, anyone who's we don't have forever to chat here, but actually, Russell, if you're on, that'd be cool to chat. If you want to, I can send you a link.
Talk about it, yeah.
Yeah, just kind of tell us a little bit about what this means. If your gym lists as an adaptive list you as their adaptive athlete. 100% of what the gym makes goes to your games journey. Y'all host a competition style workout where able-bodied people work out with you. So it's like a community workout fundraiser thing, basically.
Okay.
I think so. You just let House of Champions let you like know, but yeah, like where do they get the money though? I don't know.
Lost that too.
Like are they getting money? Who's raising money? Who are they raising money from? The people at my affiliate, or is it like another org?
Because if my affiliate raising the money, then obviously whatever they raise is going to me anyways.
Yeah, right, exactly. So like I don't 100% follow. Oh yeah, she was at the what's it called? Oh, my brain. Friday, happy Friday. Dude, it's been like a crazy week. Like I got back from NorCal on Monday, like super jet lagged, and then I had to like jump right back into work and had a bunch of meetings and just boring. I don't know. I shouldn't talk shit, but like I have been like done with like I've been given a lot of boring tasks. I'll just say that.
Are you gonna still be with the same company that you're working for, or are you having to find another job?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be at same company.
Oh, okay. Sick. That works.
Yeah, she was at Sea Dog with Russell. Yeah, that's right. Athletes register for $25. Yes, your community members sign up through the link. Okay, so like like if your community members typically sign on for a class workout,
Gotcha.
they use the app. This is basically like the class workout app. You send the link. You're saying, hey, sign up for the community WOD, show up, like register. It charges them $25 to participate, and then you keep the $25 times whatever it is.
See, my gym kind of just did that on their own last year.
Yeah.
We had basically an in-house competition for me and the guy that was in Masters that made it to the Open.
Yeah.
Not the Open, made it to the finals. So that's how we raised. So I raised a lot of our monies. Like they did a huge, like everyone pitched in money for a huge pot of whoever gets first, second, and third got paid out, and then a bunch of people from other gyms came and supported us too. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty
cool. It worked out pretty well.
Yeah, nice. So Tyler, you want to hear my idea for my fundraiser?
Sure.
Tyler and all 5 of you who are listening, so it's not a secret, so no one can steal my idea. So basically, like I work as a designer, right? And I used to do marketing, and I think that's all super fun. I really enjoy that. And last year, what I did was I designed a T-shirt, but it was too kind of late. I didn't get it going out early enough, so I think I basically was able only to give it to. What I did was I ended up I got a sponsor for the shirt, and it was a friend of mine who owns a business here in Old Town, Alexandria. And he basically covered the cost of the shirt. So basically, what I did was I had him cover the cost of the shirt, and I basically gave anyone who donated to my GoFundMe like $100 or more, I gave them a shirt as like a thank you, right? And it was like free for me because my sponsor had covered it. Now this year's idea is I want to design like another badass shirt. Because I got the feedback the other day from someone at my gym that like this was like their favorite shirt like from the gym that they've ever had, and it was like a very big deal guy in the community in the local gym. So I was like kind of took that, like that felt nice, because it's like okay, it was like a dope shirt, like so like stuff that people actually want to wear, right? Okay, so the other thing was, again, like I want to try to find a sponsor, and then I want to find the sponsor, and then I need to find like a T-shirt vendor. And there's a couple of ideas that I have for who the vendor is. So this is someone who creates the shirt and ships it, right? So basically, what some of these T-shirt vendors will do is they'll be able to set up like a single page website link for your shirt. Now I want to do it so that there's like 3 of those pages at different price levels. if that makes sense. So I have a web. So imagine like I send you a link. Hey, like Tyler, support my journey to the CrossFit Games this year. Like I'm selling T-shirts, and I send you a link to the website to buy T-shirts. And what you get is like a pricing page where you have the T-shirt and you have 3 different options, right? You have an option to send me $250 to help me make the games or go to the games, you know. And this is like a super extra, like, thank you so much. Like you're buying the shirt, but you're also helping to cover costs, right? You're paying extra for gas or money or food or whatever it is. The middle option is like you're basically giving me the shirt cost, but also like $10 or $20, something kind of medium, right?
Yeah.
And then the third option is like something maybe it's more like $50. I don't know. It's the shirt plus $50. And then the third option is really just basically the cost of the shirt. So say the shirt costs like $15. So you basically just buy a shirt, and you get a shirt. It's $15. You get your name. The brand sponsor gets their name out there. So, anyways, the long story short is the idea is that the name sponsor covers the basic cost of the shirt for each, whatever the 3 options are.
Okay.
And then the rest is a donation, right?
Okay.
And maybe the platform takes a fee too, or the platform / the shirt manufacturer. But that's usually kind of built in. Yeah. What's that?
That was cool. Seems complicated.
Yeah, it's
a lot to try to do in 2 months.
It might be a lot, but I feel like that'd be kind of like, this doesn't feel.
If you end up going, or if we end up going, we can also talk about, if you're going along, we can get a room together.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I won't be able to take the kids this year, and I don't even know if I can afford to even take the wife this year. So it might just be me driving up there for the weekend and just dealing with it and coming back.
Yeah. Not your parents?
No, my parents are going on a cruise.
Oh, okay.
And then my sister, I haven't even asked yet, but there's no reason for her to come all the way down.
Yeah. Alan Haynes, Mark from Thick Boy. This is true. Mark is a super cool dude. He's a big fan. He's like a big supporter of adaptive stuff.
That's sick.
Yeah. So I wanted to reach out to Mark, see what he thought about this idea. But anyways, yeah, that way it doesn't feel like begging. It's like, hey, I'm just selling T-shirts.
And I totally agree with like what you were saying earlier. It's just hard to keep asking, like, and it kind of feels like pity money the second time. Like the first time it didn't. Like it felt like a really cool. Like it was really nice that everyone is donating and all the money to get me out there. But to try to ask for it again feels a little shameful.
Yeah, and it's not like, I don't know. I mean, it's tricky, right? Because it's like one of those things where there's nothing wrong with asking for help, right? If there's a real situation that you need help with, and I think it can be like a sign of pride if you're like, no, I don't need any help. Like I can deal with it. I'm a rough, rugged individual. I don't need anyone. Like I don't think that's really like the answer either. Yes, exactly. Alan's kind of onto this, right? But something I realized, Tyler, was like, and this got me over the hump with like in terms of like GoFundMe's. It's funny, like there's this reverse psychology thing that happens with people when they give money. It's like, and Alan's kind of pointing at it, like people love to give things to things that they care about, and I worked at this school back. Another story from this school. I had a good friend of mine who was working in the fundraising office, and he kind of he reframed the whole situation, right? He's calling people, asking people for huge tens of thousands of dollars donations and things like this regularly. And to him, when he's doing this, it's not like begging for charity. He's actually asking for a good thing to happen to someone else, which is the happiness of being able to give money or like give something. Because there's like, and it's a funny thing, like there's like different saints and people who have kind of commented on this, but there's like this idea of like the law of the gift, it's called, right? Where like the first person to benefit from like a generous act is the person who actually gives it. And I think that's totally like true in this case when people are like into you and like care about you and they like buy into your story, like It's actually like, it's actually generous of the person who's asking for money to ask for money. I think somehow it's weird. It's kind of interesting.
I see both ends because I donate to people too, but I
Yeah.
don't like being the person asking for it. That's just a personal opinion on my own. If
Yeah.
because then I look at it as like if I feel like it puts way too much pressure on me to have to perform because I feel like I'm getting paid to do a job and to get it done.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah. There's true. There's a certain responsibility, maybe that comes from that. And that's
I put way too much pressure on myself.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I was going to say something else.
Let's talk about some of the people who are competing now.
Yeah.
One of the dudes that whether if I compete or you compete or if we do or don't, you need to pay attention to that Juan dude.
Juan dude.
Inquiry or whatever.
Um,
He's really nice. I talk to him all the time. I've been helping him out with questions. There's obviously a language barrier there, but
yeah. Did you mention something about like him in a chat with me and Victor the other day?
yeah, he was asking visa stuff.
Oh, this guy.
Visa stuff, and I told him that Victor would have a better knowledge of that, and then so he's like, okay, I'll message Vic.
Wait, he was asking about what? Sorry.
Visa information.
Visa. Okay. Juan Arguello Patino.
So I gotta find which one it is.
What's he?
Want to clear? I don't know flags. I don't know nationalities.
Or he's I think that's that looks like Ecuador. I'm just gonna try to find him on Instagram.
He needs to know where to get a visa letter. I'm sure he found out, but he's strong though. He hit on that hang one. He hit 160. Dude, that hang one, that 2 workout, I had to redo that one.
Oh, really?
And I had to redo it on Monday. I realized that I started with me holding the rope, and I walked out of camera like 3 times, and then but I was pissed because I hit 155 on that one.
Oh, really?
And when I redid it, I only got 145. But I was like, whatever, it's good enough, and at least it's a clean video.
Yeah. Oh, so the first video you just walked out of frame?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang. Yeah, ripped.
Did Vic ever say why he got
all his no reps?
Yeah.
No.
I wanted to ask him, I forgot.
That would have been a great question because I've been super curious about that too because
he kind of wrote the book for our class in form.
Yeah.
And it's wild. I'm just very curious to see why he got no reps. Probably for solid reasons. Every no rep I've gotten was for a solid reason. I mean, I've been whole videos completely not accepted because of my form, which when I would look back at it, I realized, I was doing it wrong.
Well, here's the thing though, Tyler. I saw Victor posted a story. I don't think he shared this video with us in the group chat, but I saw a picture on his story of him doing the pull-ups, and it was what's it called? It was like I think his girlfriend was taking a film with her camera or with her phone, and his reps looked completely clean. And
so I think that might have been because do you know a video you got? Because I asked for that. I asked for a video of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, it very well could have been during the comp, or it very well could have been as a practice video. It could have been an old video. I don't know.
It was for 25 point. Yeah.
Maybe he didn't start from. Maybe he didn't start from a hang, which, I mean, yeah, maybe he didn't start with his feet back. I don't know. I would like. I no idea how you go from 34 to 2, but something was wrong. Maybe you couldn't see the angle. He couldn't see the chin. That one was hard that was a hard setup for me because I was trying to find a way. Like the way my gym is set up is really awkward. I feel like, and
Well, that's the thing. That's what I think. Probably what kind of dinged me a little bit too. So I'm trying to do like two things at once. I'm trying to find what's Victor's YouTube? Oh, there it is.
okay, I can send you the video. I have it.
So we have 24. We have 25.2. Share screen. Okay, we have 25 point.
Dude, I have one video with 44 views.
Oh, really?
And I have no idea. All the other ones are like 3, and then just one was 44.
Okay, yeah, this is it, right, Tyler?
No, it was the running one back and forth.
Oh, yeah. It was, well, what do you remember? What number that was?
25.1, I believe, or 25.2.
No,
No, not that one.
not 2.
Let's keep going down the list.
I think it was 4. I think it was 25.4. Okay. Yeah, so we got wall balls. Okay, pull up. I mean, those look like good reps to me. Right?
100%.
So, and that was right. That was he was basically doing like 7 or 8 each round. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was getting about 4 every round. But
he's only 28, much as they're 10 years older. Yeah. So this is Juan. I think he's talking about Juan Agrio or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes. Basically, the story was that Victor went from winning 25.4 with like 38
or something like that.
Something like that.
30-something.
Like 30-something pull-ups because he was basically doing 7 or 8 per round to like 2. I think like so he basically got a ton of no reps. And I mean Victor's mad about stuff and about
he didn't really seem mad about it. He did not seem mad about that.
I think he's mad about this.
When we asked him, he was just like, when we asked him, what did you get no rep on? And he said everything.
I think this is just how mad he was. Because he's like you said, he like wrote the book. He's like writing the book on single arm pull-ups, and he's getting no reps for this. So right?
Yeah. Go to mine. They counted every single one of mine, and mine aren't that pretty.
Yeah.
They're so ugly.
Let's see. I don't know if I can.
That one.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you are. Got your fam.
She's like, hold on, I got one with 44 views for some reason. Right there, 46.
Yeah.
25.1. Isabel. That killed me. That hurt my entire life.
Yeah, this thing.
That gave me a migraine for the next 4 days. Every time I would lift something up, I would go straight into pain.
Jeez.
And I did that workout first. So the rest of the semifinals was the worst pain ever. I'd have a long time setting up. So,
Dude, you're like split snatching this?
yeah.
Or
that's the first time ever doing a split snatch too. And I was like, you know what, we're gonna do it.
yeah. Actually, no, you know what I did? I think I did heavy as well too. That was my first workout. Okay, these are your pull-ups, right?
Yes.
Okay, again, measure.
This is probably like 8 minutes of just me, my setup. I feel bad for the people that have to watch this because it's it's so long.
Got our boy Danny.
But this is what happens when they don't count my videos because of rules. I go ahead and film everything.
Yeah. Okay. Finally, actually starting halfway through. Wall balls. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I mean, that's. I think you're super clear on those though, because
Yeah, that was the first one I did though.
yeah, because you're coming up to your neck, like it's
Yeah.
it's almost like a chest bar. You're almost getting your chest up there.
I'm trying to. I wish I wasn't hurt right now because I felt like in the middle of the workout, I kind of tried one, and I felt like I could put them together continuously,
mhm.
but I need a little bit more practice on it, and now I can't practice on it because of my finger.
Oh, you can't hang, you can't pull.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's gonna be a couple weeks probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, we'll get all that cardio in though.
Yeah. Cool, Tyler. Well, it's getting dark over here, so I should probably get going soon. We're at an hour 5, so
Well, this is fun.
yeah. Any
Thanks
other?
everyone who commented on stuff. That was actually super chill.
Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, appreciate it, Alan, Lisa.
Really glad that
Matt.
Lisa jumped in because they obviously have to defend their say in it. We can't just talk shit on stuff
Well-
and not be able to say anything. So
Yeah, I mean, I think Lisa's
Straight up
just an
awesome.
awesome. She's an awesome person. Just wants to like support Wheelwad and
Yeah.
you know, and yeah, I mean, it's a shoestring budget. It's a shoestring kind of operation right now, just because whatever they can't pay. Anyways,
I'll let you know if I end up signing up. I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying no. I'm
okay.
I'm giving myself time. I'm still training like I'm going. I'm still going. Even if I don't go, I'm still going to train like I'm going to go every single.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop training at all.
Yeah.
I have to make sure that I can financially afford it this year without asking for much money. So, but let me know if you do sign up. I'm gonna look at the day before. I'm gonna look to see who all signed up and kind of make my decision.
Yeah.
If I see some names on there that I want to see, then I'll definitely go there.
Tyler, you're just gonna sign up when you see me sign up.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's what I just texted.
Basically, what you're saying.
Perfect.
Oh my gosh.
What part of Northern California are you moving to?
No, I'm actually going to Southern California. I'm going to San Diego.
You're going to San Diego. Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah. So
I'll definitely have to let you know whenever. Like I'm going to Huntington next.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Well,
going to Huntington next month.
wait, is that for? No.
No,
that's
I'm just
tier
going
one.
to go see my family.
Yeah, but you're signed up for tier this Huntington, right? Or the Southern SoCal?
No, I didn't sign up for it.
You're not going to do it? Because I thought you said you were going to.
I wanted to, but I wanted to do it if you were going to sign up and
Well,
if Vic was going to sign up.
Well,
If you're going to sign up, dude, I'm probably down to do it because my biggest thing is, what is the organization again?
Adapt All or Nothing, AON.
Oh no, I thought you were talking. That's not the one that's in Huntington.
Yeah, it's a
Wheelwad.
Wadapalooza
It's not
SoCal.
Wheelwad. It's Wadapalooza.
Yeah, it's the SoCal Wadapalooza or whatever.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. That was
Yeah, they have a SoCal one with the adaptive pairs. That's the that's one in Huntington.
So I feel like a lot of times with them when they have the adaptive part, there's just not enough people that signed up, and you just like Archam this year in Florida, he was competing with 2 other people that weren't even in his class.
Yeah, I don't know how they're. I don't know.
So I don't want to go do that, drag another able-bodied person with me to go sign up for a competition where it's just me and them in the entire workout.
Yeah.
That's fucking embarrassing. I'm not doing that.
What the heck? I was getting all excited about because I was like, oh,
I was very excited about it too.
And then
I'll be in Southern
California.
Do it. She's going to be there anyways, and she's just going to do her division and my division.
Yeah, dude, I'll find a pair, and then we'll do that competition. We'll be the whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down because Huntington will be like a 2-hour drive or something like that from San Diego.
Yeah, but that's also what I gotta figure out and make sure if I have enough PTO, because that's basically like taking 2 weeks off of work. So if I can take my work with me, then it'll be okay. But
yeah.
I should be able to. So I'll talk to the wife about it and get a little bit more answers on if I can or can't.
Yeah, totally. All right, sounds good.
All right, let's get out of here.
Cool. All right.
Good night, Brian.
Good night. Good luck. Godspeed. See you guys.
Later.
Peace.